filmed a makeup tutorial using the Kylie Kyshadows palette. This is the bronze palette, her first one, her only one so far right now. There will be more coming out at least though, but not yet. So anyways, I finally filmed this. I've been dying to film this video for you guys. I told you guys I was going to film it, so I figured I would get it out of the way, but I also thought it was a good video to do right now just because it's good. Like, I think this is a good look, probably something that I will wear on a day-to-day basis. This is something that you could wear to school if you wanted to. I will be doing a back to school tutorial though soon, so look out for that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let the video play for you guys, and I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, so first off, for this look, I went ahead and I primed my eyes with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This is in the color Eden. So I just put like a dot on each eye and I blended that out, and then I set it with just some translucent powder. I used the Mercier. You could set it just with any powder that you have, just to kind of, I like to set the eyeshadow primer to make sure that it doesn't move and to make sure that the shadows just blend more nicely. So we have the Kylie palette here. The first color we're going to use is going to be this one here. I'm going to go ahead and apply this color here as like another part of the base. I always like to do that. It's just something that I always do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fluffy brush. I'm going to take a MAC 224 brush. This is just like a fluffy brush. I like to just brush it all over, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oops. This color is pretty pigmented from the palette. If you really pack it on, I feel like you could really get a good color payoff. But that's not really what we're gonna do today. I'm more just gonna go for like a smoky, kind of like a smoky but natural kind of look, kind of the look that we see her wear all the time. But I just feel like applying this will be good just to start off with. So next color, we're gonna go ahead and go in with this peachy like orange color right here. Sorry, this peachy orange color right here. I believe it's called Citrine. So we're going to take that on a fluffy brush, MAC 224 brush. I'm just going to get some of that product on there, tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to buff this into the crease. I feel like applying this color in the crease, this is just going to help to kind of, it defines the crease a little bit, kind of lets you know where your guideline is, where not to go too far. As you can see, it's a really pretty good natural like everyday shade. I really like the peachy tones in this. It's really good. I think it's good for a lot of skin tones too, especially lighter ones. I don't think it comes off too orange. I'm going to go ahead and take a MAC 217 brush. This is just like more of a defined brush for the crease. It's a little bit more dense and fluffy on the end part, just so that it gets in the crease better. Not so fluffy like the MAC 224 brush. But I'm going to take this color here, this darker one. This is the color Tiger Eye, I believe. Yeah, because this one's Goldstone. So this is Tiger Eye. I'm going to take that, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to really define the crease now with this one. So next we're going to take the color Hematite, which is this pretty one right here. It's a little bit more of a darker, has like a more like reddish, like earth brown, like an earth red tone in it. So I'm going to take that one, and I'm going to take a fluffy brush because we're just going to apply this lightly over the lid. We don't want to just pack on this color really like too much. I still want to keep the look a little natural, so we're not going to apply too much, just to get a nice wash of color. This is something that Kylie does all the time. She's like always wearing this look where she just has like a whole wash of shadow all over her eye. So we're going to kind of recreate that too with that. So we're just going to take a little bit on the fluffy brush. The fluffy brush will help to make sure that you don't apply too much, and then it'll make sure that it's really well blended too. I'm going to take the brown color from the palette next, this one here, with a Sigma domed utility brush. This is an E34 brush, so you can see it's just a little bit more of a dense brush. This brown color is called Bronzite, I believe. Yeah, Bronzite. So we're going to take Bronzite, just get a little on that brush, tap off the excess. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to just drag it from the outer corner of the eye, kind of creating like a little bit of a winged liner, but we're gonna have it smoked. So I just want to have this color there already. We're just gonna do just a little bit, so not a lot. You're just gonna go lightly and dust it into the lash line. I just want a light wash of this color. We're not going to do anything that's too defined. I like to just do this just to kind of be my guideline for where I want where I'm going to put the wing liner. So for the wing liner, we're actually just going to use shadows, since mostly the focus of this tutorial is the Kylie Kyshadows palette. I wanted to just kind of stick with everything in here. I'm going to take a small angled brush. This is a Sigma small angled brush. It's the E64 brush. I'm going to take the black in the palette right here. This is Obsidian, and I'm just going to dab some of that onto the brush just lightly because we are dealing with black. The only thing I did notice about the black eyeshadow from the Kyshadows palette is it's not a true, really like dark, intense black. It's more of a smoked out black. So I mean, it's good for like an everyday, So I mean, it's good for an everyday thing. It's easier to smoke out. You're not gonna really, you can't really mess up with this one too much because it's not really like a true dark black that'll be too hard to get rid of. But anyways, we're gonna take this with the angled brush and we're just gonna draw out a line as if we were doing our winged liner. But we're not really gonna like connect it as much. I'll show you guys. We're going to now drag it into the lash line, but we're not going to go all the way in. I like to I'm just going to keep it here towards the middle of the eye, just like a 3/4 of the way in, or not really 3/4, but just halfway in. This is something that Kylie mostly does. She's never really wearing a full-on liner, so we're just going to fill that in faintly. And then we're going to do that to the other side. Now that you have your winged liner, we're not going to leave it like that. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take, again, you can take really any preference that you feel is more comfortable or better for you to blend this out. I'm going to use the Sigma Dome Utility Brush, again, the E34, to kind of just blend out that wing liner that we created with that powder, so it's not really like just a line of powder there. But I'm gonna blend it into the lash line. So see, I'm just like dragging it, but I'm blending it into the lash line. Next, what I'm gonna do, just because I don't want it to be like super like just like smoked out or too powdery there, I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. I'm just taking a MAC 242 concealer brush. This has a little concealer left on it, so I'm not really dabbing this into more concealer, just using whatever is left on the brush for my eyebrows earlier, and I'm just gonna kind of carve it out and clean it up a little bit. This helps too to reshape things, because I know sometimes things can get a little like they don't really look right necessarily. So this kind of helps you be able to like shape them out and reshape it to the way that you wanted it to. And what I'm gonna do after I've cleaned that up is I'm going to take whatever's left on my small angled brush again from that black powder, and I'm just gonna redefine the line, but I'm gonna follow along that line that I created with the concealer. Just gonna take a fluffy brush again now, and I'm just gonna make sure that everything is blended out. I'm going to use the Sigma smudge brush, the E21 brush, and I'm going to take this color first. So I'm going to take, this is Hematite, right? Or no, Tiger Eye. I'm going to take Tiger Eye first, And I'm just going to brush that along the lower lash line. Take hematite again on that same brush, dip a little bit into there, and I'm just going to define the outer part of the eye. I think I'm gonna go ahead and add this color here, the quartz color. I don't know. I think I'm gonna apply that just a little bit just in the center, just so that way it's a little, there's a little bit of a highlight in this section, so it's not all completely matte. This color isn't really that bright or vibrant anyways. I'm just gonna take a really big fluffy shader brush. This is the Morphe M422 brush. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and apply it on the center of the eye, making sure that it's blended though with that the black liner that we put. So see, I'm not applying it all over, I'm just applying it here in the center. And it's kind of like concealing that liner so it's not so like distinct as much, or it blends in a little bit better. Okay, so we're all done with the eyeshadows now. I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my lashes and apply some mascara. I'm gonna use the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. Hey everyone, so unfortunately my camera stopped recording that last part of the video, but you guys got to see me do all the way up until the main look pretty much. The only thing you missed was, so for lashes, I curled and applied mascara, and then for lashes I used the Koko lashes in Flirty. They're the ones that I'm wearing right now. They are, if you want to see them a little bit more in depth, they are the ones that are in my August favorites video, so go check that out. You can see a little bit more, and I talk about more of those lashes in that video. But I applied those. I really like them just because they're long and they're wispy. They look pretty, like they still look natural, but like, I don't know, there's just something a little more, I feel like. And then what I did was I applied after the lash glue dried, I used the Duo brush on adhesive, by the way. That's my lash glue that I use right now to apply lashes. So after that dried on the lashes, I went ahead and went in with the Kylie palette again, and I went in with the same angled liner brush. This is the Small Angle Sigma E65 brush. And I dipped it into the black shadow, and then I just went ahead and covered that lash band just so that you wouldn't see any of the glue or just see the lash band at all. And that was pretty much. And then to finish off the look, I just sprayed my whole face with the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray just to kind of set everything. And then like I said, for lips, I'm wearing the Kylie Cosmetics, or actually I didn't say because it wasn't recorded, but for lips I'm wearing the Kylie Cosmetics in, not Malibu, in, what was it? Expose, sorry. So I'm wearing Expose. I have Expose liner and then the Expose liquid lipstick. I did add the MAC Whirl liquid, not liquid, I added the MAC Whirl lip liner. Just added it on the bottom of my lips and then just on the Cupid's bow just to define it a little bit more, because I like when there's a little bit more of a gradient, and I wanted a lip liner that was just a little bit darker. So I did that, but that's pretty much for the look. This is something very similar that Kylie wears on a day-to-day basis, or just like all the time. This is like her very classic look, especially the whole like winged liner with just the black shadow smoked out a little bit. I really liked it. I tried it out probably for the first time when I did get this palette, and I just liked how simple and easy it was. It's very easy to do. I know too, if you're having trouble with getting that really clean line or keeping things clean, you can use a piece of tape. I've seen people do that before. Works great. I just prefer to have my face makeup on first, so I didn't do that just because I'm afraid of the tape ripping off any like of my face makeup. So I don't do that, but that's just a tip for you guys. Also, I really like this palette. It's a good like everyday palette. I like that it has almost every color that I need in there. This was also my August favorites video, so if you want to hear a little bit more about it, you can check out that video. But I really like this palette. I just wanted to do a look with it ever since that I got it. figured I would do something very like neutral, and we are going into the fall. I feel like this is something you definitely can wear in the fall. It's something you can wear on a day-to-day. It's just a really good go-to look. So really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs it up if you did like the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate everyone that's been subscribing lately, and the views and the comments. I love reading your guys' comments. So if you guys just want to say hi or say something nice or have a suggestion, comment below and let me know, and I'll get back to you guys. Really like writing to you guys. It's really nice. You guys have all been really sweet and welcoming to me so far, so I really thank you all for that, and I can't wait to make more videos for you guys. Like I said, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.